Howdy folks, welcome back to SnowRunner. We are on the season 6 map, the Maine region, and we're picking up where we left off on Delivery Through the Lowlands, or at least picking it back up. We left off in an Aramatsu Forester. I'm not going to use those anymore. They are gone. So we're going to start out deliver to the house near the bog with a medium plank. Let's get the truck running and the plank loaded. Need a medium plank. Next one's a long plank. This one's a medium. First one was 2 mediums. At any rate, we got our medium plank and we need to figure out where we're going with it. House near the bog. First one said house near the bog despite it being house near the coast. This one is really house near the bog. So we need to go straight down the hill and across over. We don't really need to go to the warehouse. We need to cut up this way and go up there. And then we need 2 short log that we can get from here and somehow get up there with it. Not sure about the right way to get out of here. I think we can go up like this and across and then this way. But anyway, for a house, the next one, house near the road, I think that's up here. And there's another log station right there that we can get a long log. We'll just probably have to come back down to the sawmill to get the long plank. But that's no big deal. It's just a matter of more time is all. So let's do this shit, huh? I did just set it to morning a few minutes ago. Dusty Woodwork over there. That's the name of this. All the jobs in this category. Dusty Woodwork. There's our Dramas with the long log trailer. I was thinking about using a different truck for that. Or maybe trying to make that one a little lower so the trailer sits on it better. But then again, it doesn't really matter. It's a game. Take a look at something here. Yeah, if I just follow the tracks, I'll get over to that middle island, then go across to the other. Kick it into high range so I can just move right along without worrying about shifting. Every time it slows down a little bit or encounters a little more resistance, it wants to downshift. And the hell with that. I'll just go right across. No shifting. Never had to worry about that until this map. They've made the terrain more difficult on this map, which means more resistance, which means more shifting. I still have all the, I'm starting to wind it up on the contracts, but I still have all the other jobs to do in the task menu. I want to pause here and take a look. I guess so. Straight up. Oh, I don't want to go right through the middle of the bog. But I do have to get to the other side of the bog somehow. This is where, you know, the trail kind of peters out and you don't really have a good indication of where you need to go, except over here it looks like it might pick up again. Over here is a little river valley. Yeah, when you hit these bogs, it kind of, the trail kind of lets you down, because the trail just dumps you into the bog. So I'm going to try and go around a little bit, and then maybe pick up the trail again over here. Again, other than a couple tire tracks, there isn't a clear trail. I think we can cut over like this. I don't know if that goes right there or just circles it. I suppose you're meant to just go across the bog and then you're there, but you know, it takes you half an hour to go across the bog. I'm gonna just turn right here. And circle around to the front of the house. If you're doing this on your own, you'll have to find a way in. It looks like there's a trail there, but again it peters out at the bog, so you got a trail on this side of the bog and a trail on that side of the bog. And I guess you're just supposed to make your way through the bog however you can. But you can't tell this trail's over here until you find your way over to it. A medium plank, 1 of 1. I'll just park this out of the way until I need it again. For the next segment. let's go down here and jump into this Kenny. Now this thing, there was an Aramatsu Forester I'm using the Kenny now. So I replaced the Aramatsu with the Kenny, and here we go. I need 2 short logs. 1, 2, close. Fire this baby up. And I can't get rid of the banner. But we're gonna kind of go like this, I think. Now my controller's shutting off. Probably needs batteries. Okay, here we are, but pointing the wrong way. So we didn't do what I was hoping we would do. The trail didn't take us that way. But I can go across here and then across here, here to here, up here, stupid waypoint, and then get on this road, or actually straight across, just like I did last time. And it looks like this would go straight across the bog and then come up here. But I don't know if I'll do that or not. I don't know. We'll see. I used to be able to use the custom-made medium log carrier, which would allow a fifth wheel, a low saddle or high saddle, but in the case of the low saddle, I could also haul behind me a gooseneck trailer, either short, medium, or long, whatever I needed it for. With this medium log carrier, it doesn't allow me to also run a saddle. Oh, that really nosed in on the left. So I'm stuck using a bumper pull instead of a instead of a gooseneck. I have a few really nice goosenecks. I have a short gooseneck and a long goose or a medium gooseneck, besides the long gooseneck that you saw behind the dramas. I would much rather use a short or a medium gooseneck for the second load of logs. But the only way I could load that custom medium log carrier, which is a really nice medium log carrier for the truck, is to manually load it, I guess. Because it doesn't auto load, so I'm guessing the only way you could do it would be to manually load it. But it used to work. In fact, that was the custom gooseneck, or the custom medium carrier that I used to use for the multiple logs, multiple loads. I could load it once and unload it as many times as I felt like. I'm still not seeing that trail, except until you get right up here. And it looks like it comes in from the metal loading area. At any rate, we're here. 1, 2, and that's a segment done. So let's load up for the last one. I don't need the Kenny for short logs. I need the Kraz Chabors for a long plank and the Dramas for a long log. So I need to switch trucks. I will drive the Kraz Chabors back to the sawmill, and then the Dramas is also parked at the sawmill. This is the trail over here. This is the one that I came up and circled around the back of the place. But it's also the one that I more or less made myself. Yeah, look how sloppy that is, even empty. I wanted to try it just to see if my fears of it being really, really sloppy were founded. And God, I hate being right sometimes. Yeah, it's goop. Serious goop. My wheel speed is too high. See, this is the Kraz Chabors and I'm having trouble with it. I'm just shooting for this gap so I can get out of this crap. Here it's picking up speed. And here we go. Now this house near the road thing, I'm thinking about staying on the road and then cutting over to it instead of coming up through this muddy mess. But I'll deal with that when we get there. Before the video started, I suppose I could have made a second Kras Chabors and parked it at the sawmill with its own 4-spot trailer, and all I'd have to do is change to it. But didn't think of that till just now, and it doesn't hurt to just drive this thing back. It's a matter of a few minutes. I've had Twitch live stream on my mind here lately, and oh, I wish I could do like a 3 or 4 hour live stream and just knock some of this stuff out in a big chunk, but I'm just really dubious about how that would turn out given my incredibly slow connection. I tested a live stream once, and it turned out okay, but I only did it for about 1.5 minutes. Or not even a minute, in fact. And it looked okay, but I wasn't doing it on Twitch. I know if I try it on Twitch, my connection is going to be shit, and therefore the live stream is going to be shit. But now I tested it on YouTube to see what a YouTube live stream would look like, and I mean, this is months ago, but you know, I think it was like 55 seconds or something, and it turned out okay. I don't know, maybe I'll do another test. It's just my upload is only about 700K. Oh, there went my batteries again. Let me just put new batteries in this thing. Hang on. Had to blow my nose too, but I got the batteries here. It doesn't have any type of indicator regarding how low the batteries are getting. It just all of a sudden starts shutting off. Okay. Now the last job in Dusty Woodwork, which is pretty much identical to this one, goes to Yellow Rock. So now I want my one long plank. There it is. One long plank. And we'll drive around front to where the Dramus is. And I'll just hook it up behind me and bring it along. So we can get our... let's see, maybe... I'll just drive it out. See how high that trailer is in the nose? Alright, I'll get up here and then I'll bring the Dramus up to it. The first of the 3 trailer axles isn't even on the ground. Another of the DLC trucks on this new region is a Tega 6455B or something like that. Off camera I tried it out to see if it was something I would like to use, and it is not something I would like to use. Otherwise I could have put this tag axle trailer behind it and it would sit normal. You know, it's something that I might... This isn't working. Playing the mouse game. Come on. There. It'd be a good low saddle truck, and I think I left it as maybe a low saddle, but I'm not going to use it in here. It's just not right. It's so hard to handle, so hard to drive, even though it's got decent power. It's just hard to control. I don't like trucks that are hard to control. Like I say, on this one I think I'll go up that asphalt road that's underwater, where certain portions of it are underwater, that road there, towards the gateway, but then cut over and go off-road right before the gateway. So with that in mind, I would turn left right here. Left right here? Left here. But let's take a look and double check. Yeah. If I just go right up like this and come in here, I'm there. Then I gotta get the other truck to the log station and Well, there is a river crossing right here, so that's not a problem. I could just drive from the house to the log station and back. Forgot to put it into auto before I tried to start out. Never been on that trail. Maybe that's the one that goes into the house near the bog. Or the metal framing place. And then continues to the house near the bog. I don't know. Doesn't matter now. As soon as I stuck it in high, it dipped toward the guardrail. You could also get to this same road via a different route. You would come up right there. But we were starting from the sawmill. That route would make sense if you were starting from the garage. Now there is a trail right here somewhere. I believe it's this one. Dramus and trailer are still riding along. There are the GGMS log trailers, but they dump too easy. They lean way over and then spill the load. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. At the house near the road. Cargo management. Look at those trailer axles just spinning because they're not on the ground. Okay. One long plank. And then get it out of the way. Switch to this one. Play the mouse doesn't work game. There we go. It doesn't like, I think it doesn't like going back and forth between mouse and controller. So ordinarily I'm on the controller, but then occasionally I like to use the mouse, and it's like I always got to fart around with it a little bit before it'll allow me to use the mouse. But it just doesn't make sense to do everything with the controller because some of the controller functions are more difficult than just simply clicking on it with the mouse. But simply clicking on it doesn't always happen either. Sometimes there isn't any simple about it. This is the other log station that we've never been at, except to drive through it maybe. A long log on the trailer, perfect. Wunderbar. I don't know where that trail is supposed to go because it only takes you to the edge of the falls. What is this? What is this bullpucky that I cannot move? Ah, I see. Gearing not low enough for it. And here we are, we're right back. That didn't take long. Now this is job done, baby. Long log. Contract completed. Cool, and there's up the mountains. That's the last one in Dusty Woodwork, I think it's called. And you see it all, it's medium planks, medium logs, long planks, short logs, all the same shit we were just doing, but on the Yellow Rock National Forest side. So I'm going to have to spend a few minutes taking all this equipment that I've been using for the last 38 minutes and move it over to the Yellow Rock side. Maybe load it up before I go or something. Or just move it over there and figure out where to get the planks and the logs and stuff on that side. But that'll take a little bit of figuring out. And I will be back with the next one. Thanks for watching and have a good day.